Baseball fighting through districts, softball facing challenges before playoffs,
track at regionals, and a star athlete story you didn't expect. I'm Chase Gorton.
And I'm Lauren Taylor, and your April Surge, the final one of the year, starts now.
Well, to start off, trying to get into districts is sometimes stressful.
And baseball had an eventful game against the state champs a few weeks ago.
Well, let's check out Cooper's report.
Tonight, the record-breaking Sentinels face off against the state defending champions Canterbury for the district championship title here at Terry Park. Regardless of the outcomes, both teams will move on to regionals. However, only one team can be crowned as district champ.
The game started off tight with a tie until the second inning, where the ECS boys scored 2 runs to bring the game 2-0. Quickly, Canterbury hit back with a run of their own to bring the game 2-1, with ECS still in the lead. The next few innings were back and forth, with great defense on both ends. In the 5th inning, Canterbury got their second run, tying the game at 2-2. Jackson Perkins, the starting pitcher this game, shows how he is able to pitch for almost the entire game.
I don't know, I just go in the dugout, kind of sit by myself, just kind of stay focused, one pitch at a time.
During the 6th inning, ECS played some great defense to halt Canterbury's offense, but in the bottom of the 7th, the bases were loaded. Pressure was on for ECS, and Canterbury scored to win the game 3-2. This year's team has been breaking school records because they have the best record of any previous ECS baseball team, with currently 23 wins and 4 losses. This success can be attributed to one main thing: their team chemistry.
Well, I think it's really important, and it's essential for what we've been building. It's one big group, one big family, one big everybody's together, create energy together, love being together, all those things. It all adds up, and you can see when they're in there, right? When they're in there, they're having fun, and that's really, long story short, when you play baseball, you gotta have fun. Gotta have fun.
Due to their great standings, the team will still go on to regionals. Although they lost, the future of ECS baseball seems bright. Reporting for ECSN, I'm Cooper Effin.
Great report, Cooper.
Softball also ran through some challenges, yet they still have a promising season.
Well, let's take a look at Andrew's report.
Coming off a state championship season, ECS softball faced one of their toughest tests yet, taking on IMG Academy at home. With strong wins and some early struggles, ECS found themselves fighting from behind.
Yeah, I think we just kept getting behind and we never had anything to build on, so.
The Sentinels went on to fall 14-5, a tough loss against one of the top programs in the country.
I think the focus needs to be better, and I think once we get done with the regular season and slide ourselves into the playoff picture, I think the focus will be there. I think we're right where I was expecting us to be with the personnel that we have and the people that are going to lead the team moving forward.
Now, despite the tough loss to IMG Academy, ECS says games like that help prepare them for moments like this. Tonight, the Sentinels are back on their home field with a district title on the line and a chance to prove that they're ready for another run. And ECS responded immediately against SFCA in the district finals, bringing energy from the first inning and taking control early. The Sentinels stayed aggressive throughout the night, combining a strong offense with solid defense to keep the momentum on their side.
I do think we have another shot at states because of the simple fact that we are going to play our best softball at the end. We've been preparing for this. We've been trying things all year, stuff that everybody that's sitting in the stands doesn't know that we're doing. So now that we're getting ready to start our playoff run, I think we'll be firing on all cylinders. There'll be a different focus. There's even this week of practice was different than our other weeks. We really kicked up the energy, we kicked up the enthusiasm, and we got after it really good this week. So I'm looking forward to it.
ECS got a 12-2 district championship victory and now turns their focus towards the playoffs. The Sentinels will host Sarasota Christian in the opening round as ECS looks to complete a rare three-peat state championship run. For ECSN, this is Andrew Fair.
Thanks for that report, Andrew.
And despite issues, those teams have shown growth and are setting records. And baseball faced challenges and still has become a dominant force in districts.
Well, let's check out Lauren's report.
With a narrow loss to Canterbury just last week, the baseball team's looking to make a comeback at the regional quarterfinals game tonight against SFCA. Can they learn from their mistakes?
The Sentinels answered early. They struck first in the opening inning and never looked back. Then in the third, the bats came alive. ECS exploded offensively, stringing together hit after hit to break the game wide open and take full control. And it wasn't just the offense. On the mound, the Sentinels were dominant, shutting down SFCA and keeping the Kings off the scoreboard all night. The defense backed it up with a clean performance in the field.
Just have fun. That's the main goal, just have fun. Put pressure on the other team, make them make errors.
With every inning, it became clear that this team was focused on more than just one win. They were determined to keep a historic season alive.
We wanted to play here for semifinals and regionals, and we were able to get that when we got the 2 seed. So St. John Newman has to come to us for 3 games. They haven't played a road game yet this year.
When the final out was recorded, the celebration was on. ECS defeated SFCA 12-0 by mercy rule.
With the first regional playoffs victory in 11 years, the Sentinels are set to take on the Celtics here at home in a 3-game series to continue moving on in the playoffs. The Sentinels are well positioned to make more history and break new records this season. For ECSN, this is Lauren Taylor.
Thank you, Lauren. And also, track went to districts a couple weeks ago.
Those meets are always filled with events and they come with their own challenges.
Well, let's check out Addie's report.
As the track team progresses, so do the meets. Districts is held here at CSN with ECS facing over 10 other teams. With regionals approaching, the team is preparing and it all starts now.
At the regional track meet, athletes from different schools came together to compete at a higher level. Each race, jump, and throw mattered more, as competitors pushed themselves for a chance to advance and move on to regionals. For many athletes, this meet was the result of months of hard work and training. In track, time is key.
So with districts and here on out, they're run all the same. They're very timely. During the season, it's more of a rolling start. Here you have a set time. It starts off with all the field events. That's when my distance runners start to get ready. We compete and then we kind of have a little chill time until the sprints start, and then the sprinters start warming up about an hour ahead of time. We go through all the sprints and everything. Hopefully we'll be out of here by 4 o'clock.
By the end of the meet, only the top performers earned their spots at the next level. But for everyone competing, districts was a chance to test their limits and see how far they've come from the start of the season.
So my biggest achievement was reaching the 9s in shot put. I wanted to throw 9 meters because I was stuck in like the 8s. And then I finally PR'd and got a 9.7. And then now I want to get a 10 at regionals and states.
As the team wrapped up districts, they will continue to keep in mind that regionals is almost here. For ECSN, I'm Madison Kelly.
Thanks, Addie. Well, Chase, this year we've had lots of accomplishments by hardworking athletes.
And one athlete has a unique story worth sharing. So let's check out that report by Lauren.
Nala Smith hasn't always taken a traditional path. She transferred to ECS from Mariner during her sophomore year, stepping into a completely new environment in the middle of high school.
I originally transferred to ECS because Mariner wasn't the best fit for me. My mom didn't like it educationally, didn't fit what her standards were, and then basketball wasn't as far as well. So ECS was just the best fit at the end of the day.
When she arrived, she wasn't just adjusting to a new team. She was learning how to redefine herself. And from the start, one thing stood out.
This is a generational kid. She's changed so many lives about her personality, her aura, her confidence, and how she loves it. Her loving spirit is unbelievable. It's so angelic about how she goes about her life and how she enhances and makes everybody's life better by being around her. She's such a wonderful and phenomenal kid.
That consistency showed up everywhere, in how she approached each day, and how she carried herself through change, and in how quickly she grew into a role her team could rely on. But what most people didn't immediately see was where that discipline actually came from.
Originally, I was a dancer. I danced for all my life. My auntie had a dance studio when I was living in Miami. So I just grew up dancing, moved over here, moved to Fort Myers, and I was still dancing. But then COVID hit. After we got back from COVID, my brothers took me to a basketball camp, Then I got sucked into basketball, and I've been in love with it since.
That foundation carried over in ways she didn't expect.
She's going to do outstanding things there. She's expected to do outstanding things. She has been given a gift from God, and she's been using that gift to the best of her ability. And I'm sure God didn't give her that ability just to sit on it. I think she's going to be transformational at Brown University, just as she was at ECS, just as she was at wherever she's placed her feet and wherever she's planted her feet. She's always been the kid that everybody wants to be like.
That growth has now led her to the next level. Nala has committed to continue her academic and athletic career at Brown University.
I'm planning so Brown has a little bit of a different curriculum where I think I'm going to do something more of creating your own major. And I want to get into animating when I get older. Because actually one of the creators for Woody, Toys R Us, Woody, he came from Brown, and he made his own major, and I'm going to be the second person to try to follow in his footsteps.
A decision that reflects not just how far she's come, but how she's learned to thrive in every environment she enters. As her senior season comes to a close, Nala leaves behind more than just performance. She leaves behind a pattern of stepping into something new and excelling anyway.
Always let your best light shine. Always let your best light shine. Expect the absolute best outcome possible. God puts limits on nothing. You put limits on yourselves by only asking God for small things. Ask God for the biggest possible expectation or the biggest possible goal there is, and watch God does his work, because she is definitely one of God's kids, and we're super excited that she does love God and God loves her, and he's going to allow her to do, and hopefully she will understand that we're two for life.
For ECSN, this is Lauren Taylor.
Wow, that was a great report, Lauren. You know, I had no idea she was a dancer.
Thanks, Chase. Well, I've really enjoyed making these videos, and I'm glad to be a part of the team.
And with that, the final episode of this year's Surge is complete. Thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you, Lauren, for all you've done for us.
Well, I look forward to seeing how the Surge grows from here, but for now, goodbye, Sents.
And we'll see you next year.